The most important thing about what we are set out to do is not to just lecture and tell you about gist you, let me put it that way. Because what we've been experiencing before is that when they call meetings like this, they only tell you about Ogsera, they tell you what is happening, they tell you that this thing is on Ogsera, but they don't tell you how to do it, and you are not allowed to practice. So what we are here to do for Standard Lift, we are interested in ensuring you are skilled in managing and using your portal. So we want to be sure that you are practicing right here so that when you get back to your school, you have some required level of expertise. All right, okay. So on Ogsera, because we now have the new version, which is the deeper, it's important that we make sure that we do all that is necessary from on Ogsera, so that in future we will not have to look back into Ogsera again while we proceed in deeper. So if we know that we have like Lot, like Lot's wife that had property when God was destroying Sodom and Gomorrah, if you know that we still have some luggage in Ogsera, we should make sure we bring them into deeper, so that when Ogsera is being shut down, we will not have to start crying that we still have something to pick in Ogsera. And then when we look at Ogsera, there are about 3 or 4 major places that we really need to explore. The first one is the school management. The school management. And I should also say that the reason why we are here today is to know how to use these portals well, so that whether someone like me is doing something, is helping you out to do one thing or the other, we can easily work together and resolve issues. And even by yourself, you can resolve some minor issues, so that when you call me, I can easily tell you, check this place, check this place. And when I start using those terms, for example, when I say go to learners class registration, you should know when you go, firstly you need to log in, then check school management, and then go straight to learners class registration after going to school management on Ogsera, so that I will not have to start saying go to the left hand corner, go to the menu. So that's why we are here, for us to understand these things. So when we go to learners class registration, we will see where the enrollment of the entire school is. And we all know that as our 24-25, which is this just concluded academic session, the Ogsera had been pegged and the ministry had transited to deeper. So we have to understand that, which is the reason why we have to ensure that all our businesses, all details or data on Ogsera had been transited successfully to deeper. And we can do that by using the session and term field. We can see we have all the backlog of previous academic session, term by term, dating back to 2015-16. That does not concern us anyway. The ministry started with the public school, and until 2021, I think private schools were onboarded in 2021 third term. So what I'm trying to say is that it's possible that some learners will be in those old session and they are still in the new session, or they are in secondary school now and you can't find their airline. So, and such things, we have to make sure so if you want to find their airline, for example, if someone like this come now, I'm looking for my airline, I was in your school in primary, in my secondary school, they asked me to bring my airline. So you just come to learners class registration, sort out the section and term. If you ask which year, I was year 21-22, then you check and you find the name. You can select the department here and then the class. So, but the current session or the final session or term was third term 24-25. That is where all our learners should be. If your learners are not all in 24-25 third term, that means there's a problem migrating them from 23-24 to 24-25. So if you can't find any learner in 24-25, you need to go back to third term 23-24.